Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to talk about priorities. Now, through this big change that we've all gone through recently, we've probably been assessing what's important to us or what used to be more important to us. I'm going to try and illustrate that through the means of an illusion or magic, but we'll see how that goes. Now, most of us will have maybe more time on our hands than usual, or like less constructed time. So let's see what we fill our time with. And to illustrate that, we can use a jar that's going to symbolise sort of what we fill our day with and what's most important to us. Stick with it. Okay, so let's start with some unimportant things. And to symbolise that, we're going to use rice. Little bits of rice, going to fill this jar up. So first thing, maybe it's our music at the moment. So stuff we maybe enjoy. Just start filling it up. Stuff we maybe enjoy, but is not necessarily the most important. If we didn't have it, could we get on still? TV, so like Disney films. I've got a 2-year-old son and a wife that's a primary school teacher, so I've been watching a lot of Disney films at the moment. Frozen 1, Frozen 2. I'm going to add a lot of rice for this one actually. So that's plenty of TV and films. Maybe we get into your snacks recently. Gold Bar is my snack of choice at the moment. If you don't know what it is, I think they do it in Poundland. Our appearance is nice to look nice, but it's not the most important thing. I've been trying to master the self haircut since I've been off, but it's not that. It's not the most important thing. Our sports teams. Now, sport's been off since we've been on lockdown, and life still goes on. So whether your team wins or loses, I'm not just saying that because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think that's the case. Next one, social media. I don't know whether it's YouTube, watching cats play piano, or making TikTok videos, which I'm being told is lots of fun. We can still live without it, can't we? So at the moment, maybe this is what our life's a bit like at the moment. A lot of it filled up with maybe stuff we enjoy, but maybe not the most important. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is probably more important, but maybe less enjoyable. So maybe our chores, things we do to help our family out, but maybe not the most important as other things. So we use golf balls to symbolise that. So fill those up. And the next one, maybe our work and our education, which is probably more important. So whether it's the work you're doing at the moment as a student or whether it's the job I'm doing, that's really important. Maybe we'll put 3 in for that. Maybe it's, I don't know, the foods that we eat. Important to eat food, good food, but maybe it's not the most important. And then maybe it's some other hobbies or interests that we might have. So you can see we're getting pretty full up now. Now, what else can we fit into our day? Now, we haven't mentioned the most important things in our lives, probably. And to symbolise that, I'm going to use 3 larger balls. Now, maybe it's our faith. Our faith's really important to us. Try and squeeze that in if we can. Now, we're going to be able to fit these other 2 in. Maybe our friends and our family. At the moment, we're trying to squeeze in time to see them, or like get out your room now and again to say hello to your mum, or like get on the phone to speak to a grandparent perhaps. And then maybe our health and our exercise, and we just can't fit it in, can we? And quite often, for me at least, when I'm at work, that's probably one of the things that goes out the window quite quickly. If I had a long day, I'm not going to go for a run or plan my day around it. But maybe there's things that you find that you're leaving out at the moment. Maybe it's your health. Maybe you're not getting out of the house much. Maybe it is friends and family, maybe not sticking in touch with people. Or maybe it is your faith. Maybe it's hard, I don't know, stuff like Zoom meetings instead of church, or other ways of meeting up with people is difficult. So how are we going to address that now? There's a quote from Mark Twain, who's a great American writer. Wrote Huckleberry Finn, I think. And Life of Tom Sawyer and a few other things. He said this: to change your life, you need to change your priorities. So let's have a look at whether we can fit everything in here, the magic illusion, if we change the way we put our priorities in. So let's take the big things out first. Let's take the smaller things out next. And now we're going to try and put it all back. Our jar is now empty. So let's start again. Let's put our most important things in. So maybe it's our faith, our friends and family, maybe our health. So they go in first now. Then we put the next things in. Maybe it's our chores, our work, the foods we eat. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6 and 7. Some of our hobbies and interests. And now we're going to put the less important things in last. The less important things, the YouTube, the social media, our appearance. Let's put these in last. You put all that rice back in. And what do we find now? It all fits in with room to spare. So it all fits in with room to spare. Where we couldn't fit everything in last time, we now fit everything in and there's room to spare. Now, what's the point I'm trying to make through this rather messy and complicated illustration? It's this really. The things that we should prioritize our time with and our energies with should be the most important things. The Bible, in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 6, verse 33, it says this: "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." So what it's saying there is, if you prioritize the things that should be most important to you, all the other things will be added. Just like the rice filled the gaps in between the other spaces when we did it last, all these other things that we do enjoy, we can fit around the things that should be the most important to us. And that's what I want to challenge you to do, gentlemen. Can you think of the things that are most important to you, prioritize them in your day, plan around them? If it's your work and you're doing a disciplined timetable, if it's your friends and family and you're scheduling when you're going to see them or making the effort to go see them, whether it's your health, make sure when you get out and you're eating healthy and you're looking after your mental health as well as your physical health. And then the other things you fit around it. That's my challenge for you, gentlemen. The last the bit I want to finish with today is the verse that comes after that verse in Matthew, verse 34. It says, "Therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." Now, gentlemen, as the passage says, do not be anxious. Prioritize what's most important to you, what should be the most important to you, and the rest of the things will fit around it. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.